All right, peace, love, and light. This is just going to be your reading for the moon in Cancer. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me or see more tarot, all of that information is, as always, in the description below. So go ahead and check that out by clicking the title. And while you're there, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. So we're going to do a 3-card oracle spread right after we shuffle up and say our prayer. So let us begin. Dear the Divine God, our Holy Father, Yahweh, and our angels, thank you for being the highest form of good in our lives, for keeping our heads on straight and steering us away from negativity as best as possible. And thank you to the angels for the assistance they have brought today and the assistance they'll bring during this reading. Right now, I'm asking that you guys bless and protect this space as well as the viewers, and myself, to ground us in our energy so that way we know what messages to receive, and to gift us a keen discernment to know what to do with the knowledge received as well. Please grant us the ability to keep our personal opinion and bias to the side if you so choose, the strength to continue on, and the clarity needed to focus. And anything else that you deem worthy for this reading, please allow us to be the vessels to receive and deliver. Amen. Ashe. All right. So let's see how this moon in Cancer is going to affect us. It's shifting into Cancer tonight. We got the rattle coming out in the reverse position. Things are pretty still with us. We have the smoky mirror. It's allowing us to focus. And what else? The Earth Keeper. For some reason, I need to channel in on this Earth Keeper card and see what that's about. So this moon is stilling us and allowing us focus. But we're about to see what this Earth Keeper card is about, because there's a bit of a shock here. Maybe I feel that I feel that it's opening up our eyes and making us aware of something. It is opening up our eyes and making us aware of something. Okay, the Earth Keeper. The 10 of Swords in the reverse with the 8 of Wands. I always get from my 10 of Swords, yeah, they've been stabbed in the back. Yeah, they look dead, but they're not really dead. This is like you know how someone goes unconscious and comes back and it's like a breath of air? It's that type of situation where something is coming back and something is returning that we once thought was dead. And it's backed by the 8 of Wands. This is about things flying in the air. What I'm channeling is it's not really the conversations around us, but it is about all the talk that's going on. A resurgence. There's some type of conversation that is being talked about you that is occurring again. This is something that we thought we put to death. This is something that we laid to rest. But this situation is saying that it's reoccurring. It's occurring again. We got the Strength card with the 5 of Wands. This is about your attitude. And it's not your offense. What is it when we are on the defense? It's how you stand up for yourself in conflict. That conversation is being brought back to life again for some reason, and it's because of your behavior. How you stand up for yourself during conflict has not changed, which is why the conversation is back up and happening again. But I want to know, what is this conversation happening for? I want to know what this card wanted to pop out. The Knight of Wands. No one's taking action on this conversation. It's not actively happening, but it is resurging again. And I feel like this is the conversation that is around you and not said directly to you. What is it happening for again? What is it happening for again? The Ten of Wands comes out on top of the Devil card that flew out with the Page of Wands. How you stand up for yourself during conflict has been deemed by evil, has been deemed evil by others. Or really, it's been deemed evil by yourself. I'm feeling very strongly that the gist of this conversation, the gist of this reading that we're having here, is that you deem how you stand up for yourself evil. Like, it's too harsh, it's too mean. And the moon in Cancer is allowing us to see this. So this is a conversation that's been said about you, and you're now in the enlightenment phase of being aware that the conversation you are having is, not the conversation you are having, but the way that you protect yourself and stand up for yourself in the moments of conflict is a little bit too harsh and a little bit too mean, and it's a bit offensive to you. So this is breeding ground for us to be able to change now that we are awakened in our standpoint of how things are happening to us, or how we are affecting things. What else for this moon? What's going on for this moon in Cancer? What's going on for this moon in Cancer? What else is going on for this moon in Cancer? I feel like the Lord wants to speak to us. And he does with this Page of Swords. The Lord wants to say something. These cards are perfect. So let's tap in to what Yahweh wants to say to us. These two cards were important. The Hierophant and the Knight of Swords. This because the Knight of Wands came out as well. This conversation isn't going anywhere. This is a phase of life that you're going to be in until you learn this lesson. Until you change your behavior until you learn the lesson that changes your behavior. This is how you are going to respond to people in the moment of conflict. What else is the Lord saying? The Chariot. Move on, move forward. What's becoming a challenge is moving forward. Because our desire is what's right in front of us. What the Lord is saying pretty much is that the reason why it's becoming so hard to change your behavior is because you get what you want when you behave this way. You get exactly what you want when you behave this way. So it's becoming harder for you to move forward in life and move on with your behavior. But he is stilling us and stopping us in order for us to see and know that we need to change. In order for us to change as well, he is stilling and stopping us from moving forward. So we're still going to be getting what we want. But we have to see, is it really worth this behavior? The reason why the Lord is stopping and stilling us and getting us to change our behavior is because we need a behavioral change for the rest of our life. For our life moving forward, we need to change this behavior in order for it to be better. So the Lord is stopping and stilling us and having us really look at our behavior and see, is getting what you want worth the effect of how you behave? Is it worth making these people mad and angry and damn near burning your bridges, or burning your bridges overall? I feel like you don't burn the bridges, but you do set the land around the bridges on fire. So that means you cause a lot of ruckus, you cause a lot of chaos, you cause a lot of upset emotions, a lot of negativity, and a lot of problems, which is why people go off from these situations and they go and they talk about you. They have to vent, they have to release, because you have a lot of anger that you are showing towards people. And it's making them not want to interact with you. And the only reason that they're hanging on is because of the love that they have for you. If it wasn't for the love that they have for you, they wouldn't be interacting with you. And you got a thin line that if you cross it, these people will not interact with you anymore. If you could get these people to not love you anymore, then overall energy, you wouldn't have these friends or relationships or connections in your life. So I feel that that's it on what the Lord has to say to us. I feel he's leading me to pull an oracle card for this. And the oracle card we have pulled is the arrow. Let's see what he wants me to read about it. The essence. So receiving this symbol reminds you that you are in alignment with your heart and soul. You are on target and will soon be hitting your mark. Be true to your calling. Release attachments and free yourself from the bondage of unbridled ambition. Now is revealed to be a moment of contact in which your intention meets the material world. The arrow also symbolizes the need to set your creativity free. So you can do it. It's the message that I'm getting from this. You can change your behavior. You can be different. And you can get what you want still in other ways. You can be polite. You can have conversations and be genuine with the person and let them know, like, hey, this is how I felt from the situation. This is what I want to change. And this is what needs to be done in order for us to move forward together. And they will move forward with you because they love you. The anger that you have, the anger that you cause, sorry. The anger that you cause is upsetting the love, the connection that you have. The anger that you cause is upsetting the love that people have for you. The anger that you cause is upsetting the love that people have for you. All right. So that's the message that the Lord wanted to give us. What else are we having? What else is going on for this moon in Cancer? The High Priestess with the Magician. The High Priestess is in the reverse. Whatever you needed to learn in order for you to manifest this new experience, you have learned. You have just learned with this reading. Whatever it is that you are wanting to manifest, you have just learned with this reading. So it is time now for you to change. What normally happens in this situation is when God has us held up in a position or has his hand on something, is that we will stay in this until we do change. And it'll build up emotions within inside of us of regret, remorse, or just simply not wanting to do this, and we will begin to feel an emotional burden that makes us want to change. We will begin to feel regret. We will begin to feel remorse. We will begin to feel just an unwanting of doing these things and partaking in these actions. That's what happens when the Lord has his hands on something. And also that is how the Lord speaks to you, is through these emotions that make you not want to do things, or rather he speaks to you through your intuition. And your intuition will begin to bother you, and that's the Lord bothering you until you have changed or want to change your behavior. Changing your behavior overall is going to bring you a better life and a more beautiful and blissful experience in the connections that you have with others. It's going to take them time to notice it, like, hey, oh my God, we haven't gotten into an argument in a while. Oh my God, we argued last time and their behavior was different, or something along that nature. But the change is going to occur. And at the end of the change is when the change will be recognized. So as long as you are willing to change and wanting to change, you will move forward in this connection. But if you are not willing to change and not wanting to change, you will stay in the way that you are, because it is your behavior that is the problem. It's you that needs to change. So that's what I'm going to title this reading, and also that's all that I have for for this moon in Cancer. If you want to book a personal reading with me or see more tarot, all of that information is, as always, in the description below, so go ahead and check that out by clicking the title. And while you're there, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, 1515, as I said that. So go ahead and grab that angel number. I personally use Joanne Scribes. So look up 1515, angel number Joanne, and it'll pop right up and be the first one. Peace, love, and light, and as always, be great.